What's up guys, Brett here, and I wanted to just create a short video for you today because I've been getting a lot of questions from so many different restaurants as far as like, how can we better grow through online? And I'll tell you this, is that over the last 6 to 12 months, we've seen the largest changes and developments in the restaurant space for what you can be doing on digital to grow your business, right? Obviously with COVID, a lot of these new strategies have been accelerated. A lot of brands who did not care at all about digital suddenly care a lot. And so with all these new brands caring a lot more about digital and being more curious to run ads, prices went up quite a bit. Prices on Facebook and Instagram and other online channels are always going up because there's always more people joining these platforms to run ads. And if you want to think about it this way too, is like, advertising on these platforms, they always prioritize paid content over organic content. I mean, why wouldn't they, right? They're a public company. They want to continue growing. There's only so much space in the newsfeed, and so they have to make space for paid content, and that's why this is happening, okay? So what I want to discuss with you guys today is the difference between advertising on platforms like Facebook and Instagram, and then advertising on platforms, let's just say like Google or Google Maps or more search-based platforms. Because for us as a company, we are moving very far away from Facebook, Instagram ads. That is a platform and two different platforms that we are probably not going to be engaging with on a lot over the next 6 to 12 months. Maybe we'll come back to it, but for right now, we don't want to do that. In fact, again, we're moving completely away from it as of now. And the reason for that is if you look at search-based ads in comparison to ads popping up in newsfeed, from what we've seen, we're getting actually a lot more conversions. Think about this, right? If someone is searching cheeseburgers or steakhouses in your area, they are curious to eat at this kind of restaurant, right? Of course. There's a difference between targeting someone who's actively searching for something that your restaurant actually has, because they're actually curious to eat that kind of food or whatever, and then just popping up in someone's newsfeed when they're scrolling through their newsfeed and they're looking at their friends or a recent wedding or whatever the case, and you just show up out of nowhere, right? So for us as a company, what I tell people is like, look, I'm not doing Facebook, Instagram ads anymore. We spent over $10 million on that stuff over the last few years, and I'm not interested right now in that. It's gotten so expensive, and we're having a lot more success on search-based ads, okay? Again, the intent to buy is a lot higher. The next thing you have to think about though too is, okay, if I'm going to target these people, you have to do it the right way with the right keywords. And once they actually click, what happens? Now here's the thing with all these search-based ads too. Someone might search you up, they're gonna find you, and they're gonna do one of two things. They're gonna click to your website, they're gonna potentially message you through a platform that's readily available to them like Google Chat, or they're gonna call you, right? So the next thing I tell my clients is are we ready for that kind of volume? If we run ads, and suddenly we're gonna get all these clicks, and suddenly we're gonna get all these phone calls and potential messages, is their business set up to intake these messages, receive these messages, and are they ready to know how to convert those conversations into customers? And that is something that we are really focusing here now with Dineline, with our new product that launched about 7 months ago, is how do we turn these conversations that are not coming through into customers? And then once we've tracked these sales, how do we bring them back soon? How do we increase that frequency? But then also, once we've done that, how do we turn that happy customer into a review online? And so that's what I'm most curious about, right? Is I want to do 2 things for my clients. I want to get them tons of new customers, but then on top of that, I want to bring those customers back with a high frequency. I want to make those customers loyal fans of these restaurants, not with a loyalty program, but just by showing them how awesome these brands are. You know, it's like, if you look at the restaurant space, so many restaurateurs understand what it takes to provide great customer service in store. They kill it. They kill it with this, okay? They provide a great customer experience. They table touch, okay? They check in. How are things going over here? What can I do for you? They're fantastic at that. That's why they're successful in what they do. But how do the brands who are successful in what they do take it to the next level? We call it table touching at scale. It's taking what you do in the restaurant and moving that online. It's providing that customer experience for your customers that you do normally in store online, right? Oftentimes, though, this is something that's very difficult to do, right? Oftentimes, when you're focused on customers right in front of you, it's difficult to now look online. And this is where our company has shifted. This is what we do now. And so when I tell people, again, what's the best way to grow your business? Well, there's a lot of components to this thing. There's a lot of components, from reaching people online for the first time on the right platform at the right moment, to having these conversations, building that relationship, to monetizing that relationship and bringing them back consistently. And so if you want to learn more about this, then I would urge you to click the link below on this video. There'll be a link to, I'm not going to call it a case study, but just we have a new offering I'd like you to check out. A new offering that we developed as of last week. And what we'd like to do for your restaurant, potentially, is, if qualified, we'd like to guarantee you that we're going to grow your restaurant business by 10 to 20% within 6 months. Again, this is for restaurants that are qualified only. Some will not qualify for this. But if you are interested and you want to learn more about how our new system works, what makes it so damn effective, and why we can offer this guarantee, then again, click that link, check it out, and we'll see you in the next page. Thanks.